Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Rob with Tolarian Dropouts. This video is brought to you by Deckedge. This is a sealed Monarch at-home pre-release kit provided by Deckedge. Alex and myself are going to go over our sealed pool and our potential deck builds. Dive right into the video. You guys have a good time. Let's have fun. Cheers. All right, let's go.
All right,
we got Alex and myself. We just had dinner over at Cipresso with the boys. We had a great time this afternoon. We had a couple drinks in us, so we're gonna rock and roll. Open a couple packs of Monarch and build us a little sealed pool. What do you think, Alex?
I'm very excited.
Let's go! He's excited, dude. Yeah.
Looking forward to it. I think what I'm gonna do with this pool is I'm gonna open one shadow, one light, one shadow, one light, one shadow, and one light.
Epic.
What's your reasoning behind this?
You gotta have absolute balance in your life.
Ooh,
let's go.
The balance. Choice play. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. What do you think?
I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready.
I'm going light first.
Same here.
All right, so
Top-down view.
Yeah, top down. I'm saying this pack is a library.
See it.
Library, not Library of Alexandria, Library of the Great Solana.
See some sideways cards, man.
Yeah, let's see it, dude. I'm thinking. Shout out to Bronson on the camera work there. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Let's go. Smash with Big Tree. This is a Ryan Fox staple.
Love it.
Ryan,
Smash with a big tree.
Smash with Big Tree, dude. Just a choice card. If you can block with 2 cards, you know, then, you know, pitch, maybe like swing the club, the brute weapon, and then get Big Tree into your arsenal, right? And then you go into your next turn, you block with 3 cards, and then you pitch and you just swing a Big Tree, you know? It's like, you know, you're just blocking, and then you're swinging with Big Tree for 7. Pretty nuts.
Sounds pretty clutch.
Go Rift Bind.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is.
See here, Phantasma.
Stony Wootenhog, sleeper card of the set. Super good and limited.
Stony
Why?
Wootenhog.
What does it
Stony
do?
Wootenhog.
Choice.
So, it swings for 6. If it remains undefended by at least 2 non-equipment cards, it gets +1. So
Yeah, good.
for 2 resources, coming in for 7. So it's like this card like just says, give me 2 cards out of your hand. Excellent card. Excellent card.
Fire. So I got some heat right here in my pack. So I got this Blood Tribute, it's whatever. But then I got a foil Guardian of the Shadow Realm.
Wow.
Majestic Shadow Defense Reaction.
Whoa. That
First pack. Life's good right here because
And you got the weapon in the back.
I got the weapon,
Yeah.
the weapon's sick, but we definitely, you know, we got the Aether Ironweave, Runeblade equipment. You know, this card is really good and limited. I mean, you can banish it off chain. You can activate a Soul Shackle token, and it'll give this thing go again. You can literally like activate this, pull it back, and get go again, and then throw, you know, play something silly, and then throw this in Arsenal. Great defense reaction.
That's just a shadow?
Yeah, it's a
Wow.
shadow defense reaction. So Shadow Brute, you know, Levia, and Chain are loving it.
Yeah, it's great. If you have go again after an attack, you can grab that in your turn.
Yeah, I mean, you can literally give this action, because it's a shadow action, go again, and then grab it from Banish, you know? So I think life's good. What do you think, Alex? What do you got?
I haven't flipped over my equipment or my rare slash foils yet, but I want to do something a little different here. I want to go pack one, pick one without looking at this.
Okay.
Let's look at this bit of cards,
Got it.
and immediately I'm drawn to quite a bit of options here.
What do you got?
I think all 3 of these generic cards are very good cards. Really sweet card, buffing for 3, and then if it hits, throwing it to the bottom of the deck to protect against those fatigue strategies. Pretty sweet card. I just mentioned Stony Wootenhog. Huge fan of this card. I think it's a sleeper card of the limited format. Really sweet card. And then Minnowism.
Yeah, Minnowism's,
just just a
Look,
really,
such a
really
good
good card in this
Yeah.
sealed format.
Should bomb all day long.
So I think like I'd be really hard pressed to decide between actually these 4 cards on a pack one pick one without having looked at my rare pool slash foil pool.
Yeah, I think I'll tack on to it. So without like my rare and majestic pool, I think my 2 cards that stand out to me specifically are going to be either Cross Line Red, which is a solid 5 attack, 3 defense, light warrior action that you can charge. You know, get a card into your hero's soul. Pretty good attack there. Cost 1. Or I'm maybe looking at either this Herald of Ravages or maybe even the Yellow Spears of Sterility. That's what I'm thinking for my class cards. Pack one, pick one. I'm thinking cross the line though. I mean, I don't even want to flodge here. I'm thinking cross the line's fire. Let's go.
I like it. I like it. All right, let's flip some of these guys over.
Pack 2, baby.
See what we got working with.
Let's go. Okay.
Consuming Aftermath.
What you got? We're flipping the rares,
Shadow.
dude.
Oh, you're right.
Flipping the rares. Let's see that library,
Shadow
Alex. You got it?
Let's get it. Let's see that sideways card.
This here.
This is why the camera's pointed like this, so the camera
Out
can
muscle.
read the
Good card.
legendary card.
Sideways card,
Great
baby.
generic. Equipment.
Okay. Here's the Shadow Beast. Great if you banish a card.
Fable.
Oh!
It's foil.
Oh, it's foil.
Oh, the foil. Yeah.
It blocks the damage.
Let's go.
That's cold foil.
No, it's rainbow foil.
That looks really nice though.
It does, yeah. I like it. I like it, yeah.
Nick in the back said terrible card. Alright, we got pack 2, baby. Let's get it.
Oh, man.
Shadow card. This is the card that I said the library's in.
Okay.
Oh, he's calling library?
Yeah, library.
If
Call it
you-
library. How we looking on the camera? We looking fire? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's still fire.
Something
Fire.
big, something crazy. Alright, here we go. Alright, right into Alex's mask. Alright, so Boneyard Marauder. We'll go into the Brute. We'll go another Riftbind. Dread Screamer, Herald of Protection. Take Flight to, you know, go on my crossing line. And my Chimera is pretty cool. Lunatide Plunderer is always fire. That's shadow action. Blinding Beam, great card if you can get it in the red specifically. I mean, the blue is okay, but I think red is just where it's at. Rising Solar Tide, great in red, but also good in yellow. You know, some utility there. And then let's go on the backside here. We don't want to get it too crazy. So we got one more up front. Actually, we got Nourishing Emptiness foil.
Yeah.
It's foil?
Let's go. Yeah.
Foil.
Oh, Nourishing Emptiness. That's the card I needed. That's the card I needed in Dory. Let's go. I think Bronson got a foil one
I
too,
did
right?
too. I got one.
Sick.
earlier.
Just getting some sick foils. I mean, you know, I'm definitely getting lucky. Stony Wootenhog, you know, just a fire card because as they, I mean, it's a good card. It's a good generic. You know, the more cards they add on to defend, I think. Oh no, this one is if it's defended less than 2 equipment cards, it gains +1. So I mean, I think it demands 2 cards.
Exactly.
It's
This is
Demands 2 cards.
this is a nod to give me 2 cards out of your hand or take some damage.
Yeah, it's also the secret spice in Bolton because if it gets
Yeah.
the boost, you can give it a go again.
Yeah. And then we'll see Seek Enlightenment red, great light action, you know, just, I mean, great in Bolt. I mean, it gives you next attack action card you play this turn +3. If it hits, you put it in your hero's soul. You know, synergizes really well with the whole, you know, go again, banish a card out of your hero's soul mechanic from Bolton. And just a good, Alex has got some spice. What do you got, Alex?
No, it's
Spicy
a
yet.
common foil, but you know.
Herald, I love how those look.
Seek Enlightenment's great. All right, we'll go on to the Majestic real fast. So we got another foil Majestic.
that card's good.
We're just seeking some heat here. We got Nourishing Emptiness.
That's silly.
This basically two red
Double.
Seeking, right?
Double.
Seeker, right? So this Nourishing Emptiness, you know, it's basically the stats of Command and Conquer without the text of it. It says while there are no attack action cards in your graveyard, Nourishing Emptiness has Dominate. And if it hits, your hero gains +1 intellect broken until end of turn.
That's
It
ridiculous.
sounds to
I mean,
me,
it's just crazy, man. It's foil.
it sounds to me like that's pretty close to a Nicholas Murphy special.
This is a Nick Murphy special, and just for the viewers at home who don't know what a Nick Murphy special is, Nick Murphy was the first individual to win a North American, and I don't know, maybe worldwide skirmish with Kasai. And his secret tech. What's the secret tech, Nick Murphy? Tell us.
I don't know if I want to.
Give us the scoop.
You don't want to spill the beans? I mean,
okay.
Skirmish season's over.
what is
Yeah,
it? We
okay.
skirmish is over, man.
We
What
can
is
give this away to
Secret's out.
to our
Okay.
viewers.
I just feel like it's gonna make people win a lot.
What
but,
is it?
It's the pursuit of knowledge, isn't it?
It's the pursuit of knowledge.
Oh,
It's the pursuit
yeah.
of knowledge. It's
Everyone thought.
Nailed it on the head.
There's a lot of speculation.
yeah.
You nailed it on the head.
Yeah,
bro.
Pursuit of Knowledge, best card in the game. This is just the Pursuit of Knowledge effect, but it has Dominate, so sounds good.
Yeah, so that's the Nick Murphy special. It reminds him a lot. You know, getting +1 on the hero's intellect's insane. I think it's crazy. I mean, being a Dorinthia player, I think the first thing that comes to mind is I'm not playing a lot of attack actions, right? In Dorinthia in general, I'm just playing trying to play reactions around the Dawn Blade, the weapon, whatever.
And non-attack action.
Yeah, non-attack actions, you know, and this card really reaches out to me, I think, especially because, you know, you want to play this card. If this thing hits, you get it off. You get it off like a, you know, swing the Dawn Blade with Spoils of War, right? I got Go again already. It's 5 attack. It doesn't matter if I hit already. Say it takes a 2-card block out of their hand to stop the Dawn Blade at minimum. You know, they're not scared. They're worried about Twinning Blade, whatever. I then go into like a red hit and run, right? Because I swung the weapon already, it gives the next attack this turn +3. Or I could play a new card out of this set called like Second Swing or something like that, you know, which costs 1. It buffs the second attack. That's if, yeah, for 4. That's if I want to swing the weapon again. But in particular, hit and run, right? +3 to your next attack this turn if you've swung a weapon. So you can now buff Nourishing Emptiness to 9, right? People do that with like Command and Conquer, and yeah, you gain card advantage in the form of like destroying, like taking cards away from them. But I think Dorinthia is extremely strong. If you can get a card in Arsenal, get this to go off, leave them with 1 card in hand and maybe another card in Arsenal, right? Say they like throw a card at this because they're low on health or whatever, and it's got Dominate, and it hits. It's gonna connect. You get an extra intellect. You get 5 cards in hand, 1 in Arsenal. You go into your next turn with a 6-card hand as Dorinthia in a go wide build with like Steel Blade Supremacy, Twinning Blades, Red Overpowers. You've been playing potions the whole game. The Matt Rogers, you know, Nick Butcher list. You know what I mean? Let's be real. I think this card can just really just be you know, the clutch
Special.
yeah, the clutch, you know, the clutch attack action there. So
And even if you can't get that off, it's a 6 attack for 3 block.
yeah,
Like,
for 2 that, you know, basically
in
gets
any deck.
Dominate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And especially in a deck where you don't play attack actions. You know,
Absolutely.
it gives you another card there. All right, we'll go on to the next pack. I've been rambling on.
No, you're fine.
Had a couple in me. You know what I mean?
I also think
Let's
it's
go.
one of my favorite arts in the game. I think that card is cool.
Alex is getting a little tired. Let's get.
Go ahead. Get your next pack.
Oh, I'm next.
Shoot it
All
up,
right, cool.
shoot it up.
So we'll get rid of this Phantasmify, which is an insane card. Insane card. If you can get the what's the slit? The gloves. Not the time skippers. The ghostly gloves or whatever you want to call them.
That's their name now.
Prismatic gloves.
Yeah.
That's their name now. Doesn't matter what they're called.
Ghostly
Ghostly Gov.
Yeah, ghostly gloves. Yeah, you just go nuts with it. All right, let's get it, dude. You ready? We're gonna pull. I think we're gonna pull legendary out of this pack. Out of these packs, right? I think we're pulling legendaries here. Bronson, how you feeling? You feeling okay on the camera work
I
over
want
there?
to see a legendary, man.
Yeah?
I'm feeling Fable energy.
Nick Murphy. I think the boss. I think the boss is picking it here. Another Riftbind. You know, I'm just hitting Riftbinds off top. I think that's a good sign. We're moving to yellow. Yellow looks like gold, so I think we're liking where this is going, boys. Hail to Rebirth. Great card. Red Express Lightning. Tack onto my my warrior, my light warrior pool. Let's see, he's Herald of Rebirth. I got Herald of Protection. Yeah, this is another good pack one, pick one here. Warmonger's Recital. Ghostly Visit, another good card in Chain. Lets you play it from Banished Zone. You know, it's got Blood Debt, but it swings for 4, blocks for 3, costs 1. Cast it anytime. It's a shadow action. You can play it in the Brood as well.
What could be said about this card that hasn't already been said?
Block.
Memorial Ground. Just a beautiful card.
But it doesn't block.
Yeah, you know, sometimes when a card is so good, you just can't put a block value on it.
Yeah.
What's cool in this set is they have those Ironhide equipment, so even cards that don't block hand, you can pitch for their release.
Yeah,
so,
you can go back later.
Yeah. Also, I feel like a pretty underrated card or underrated interaction when you're on a light hero is the Blinding Light. Pitching a Memorial Ground, you can really put Bolton players behind because they're expecting that they're going to have that pump to try to give themselves go again.
Yeah.
And by minusing with the Blinding Light off of their attack, their whole turn is now shut down. They're probably holding 1 or 2 cards in their hand that they're like, oh no, I thought I was going to get rid of these this turn.
Yeah.
And now they have to like arsenal some derpy card or something.
Yeah, solid.
Yep.
Yeah, solid. You see the Ironhide equipment come a lot in Prism, you know, because the card sometimes plays, these cards that don't block, and then they're going late game, and they'll block, and then they get 2 cards left in hand that they can't block with, and boom, your Ironhide equipment, kicks in, especially because a lot of your cards pitch for yellow. So we'll go into our common. We got Blood Tribute, just a meh card. We got the Bronson special, Rally the Rear Guard. Bronson's on camera right now, and actually, Bronson,
That
can
card
I
is
just
so
show
good.
you on camera real fast?
Oh yeah, sure.
I just want to.
That card
This
is so good.
This is the man
Bronson exclamation point.
who spoiled this card. Rally the Rear Guard.
I have never played it, but everyone plays it against me and does really great.
Phenomenal card.
Yeah.
You can get around Dominate.
Yeah.
And the red one, which he's holding right here, just
Against
crushes
Prism?
Phantasma or
yeah, it's so good.
Phantasma or whatever.
Great in Levia.
Yeah.
And against Brute because they have Dominate and you can defend and then
Yeah, how does it
good.
work? You basically apply you defend, and then
defend
now
and
there's a
then-
new priority step, which both players can play instants, right?
Yep, and then you discard a card and it gives it +3, so
Right.
it's a real clutch.
Yeah. So, great card. You just discard a card. Hence, that card that you can't block with, that instant that doesn't block for anything.
Yeah, the
You
Memorial
just
Ground we were just talking about.
Yeah, you just basically discard it, and now all of a sudden Rally the Rear Guard gets +3, and you're blocking for 5.
Like
Yeah.
you can take
You
it
know?
a step further.
Super good and sealed.
You can take it a step further, right? If you you got your Memorial Ground.
Let's go.
I don't know. I did some pretty nutty turns where so I think a lot of people were low on Rise Above. I think Rise Above is actually pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It gives you an option of how you can pay for it. One really sweet play that I made earlier today was starting off with a block with an Ironhide piece, pitching a blue card. So immediately giving my Ironhide piece 2 block, and then using the additional 2 to Rise Above from Arsenal was just a phenomenal block. 6 block right there, shuts down a turn. Really good. Really good.
Yeah. Pound for pound again. It's blue, and it's just kind of But the red one or the yellow one, just great in limited. You kind of like Arsenal at towards the end of the game. You really just pay attention to life totals. You get down to 1, your opponent's at 2, or 3 if you can play the red. And you just pound off an attack for 6 for the red with Dominate. If you got less life than your hero, it's always pretty solid. So, all right, let's go into the spice here. Do you have any spice waiting, or are you waiting on me?
I've opened my spice. I ended up on Vexing Malice.
Ooh, Vexing Malice yellow, dealing 2 arcane damage to target hero. A bomb and limited.
Those cards are really good.
And then
Fire.
I also ended up on a Howl from Beyond.
Ooh, Howl from Beyond's very good in chain.
And then following up my previous discussion on what cannot be said about this card that's not already been said, foil yellow memorial.
Oh, let's go. Foil. All right, I'll go backwards with maybe the Majestic first, which it is. It's a soul food.
Ooh, that's a great card.
We'll take that. Soul food.
Bro.
Yeah, we're 3 for 3 on Majestics. I mean, this is not your normal seal pool, but you know, whatever. Soul food's nasty. You know, it's like a potion turn 1, right? If you get this card, you just play soul food and then you just dump your whole hand into your hero's soul. Now you're starting the game with 3 cards in your soul. You know, you do whatever, or maybe you wanna you know, swing, which you probably don't, you know, being turn 1 of the game. Card's great. I mean, it's a light action. Put soul food in all cards in your hand into your hero's soul face up. So actually it's 4 cards, right? Because it's soul food plus the 3 in your hand. You know what I mean?
So
I mean,
good.
in a card, in a deck like Bolton, am I wrong? Like where you have that,
Setting it up.
yeah, you have that attack action, attack reaction.
Yeah.
That's like banish X cards from your hero's soul, and then target attack gets plus X. You know what I mean? That card's nuts.
It's a good one.
And then yeah, Bolton just wants to
Or
manage
just
stuff.
yeah, or just in general being able to give your cards that got buffed go again off the reaction. Really good too.
Yeah.
And it can block, which is nice.
Well, Soul Harvest, fire card, Levia specialization, blue, great rare.
All the soul cards.
Yeah, Soul Harvest is great. We'll just kind of fly through this. Here's the Shadow Beast, and then we'll flip over an Enema Chimera foil blue. So we'll move on to the next pack there. Yeah, man. We're just rock and roll. I mean, you know, if this was, you know, I mean, we're gonna play some games after this, and yeah, I mean, this is kind of shaking up to be interesting. So let's move on to the next pack. What do you say, Alex?
Sounds good to me.
What do you say, boys?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Man, both got some nice prism things.
Yeah, Prism's looking nice. Get into this.
I told Alex
Fourth pack.
We're on 3 Majestics on Rob.
Yeah, 3 Majestics over here. Soul Harvest looking nice on Levia. I haven't played Levia yet. Bounding Demagon, great card in Chain. Take Flight Red. I mean, just another good card in Warrior.
Second one.
Herald of Tenacity, just piling up the red. Herald of Tenacity's got Dominate. And then if it hits, you put it in your hero's soul. Costs 2, swings for 6. Another red Take Flight in the same pack.
Wow.
That's crazy. And a red Illuminate.
Whoa.
That's good.
I mean, this is a kind of a nuts pack. 2 red Take Flights for Light Warrior, and a red Illuminate. If it's 0 for 4, blocks for 3. If Illuminate hits, put it in your hero soul. I mean, crazy light card. Great for both, right? Minnowism, blue, great off of Belittle.
Any of them.
Yeah. All right, Alex is fanning out the cards there. Thinks he's got something fire. What's he got, ladies?
I can taste it.
Okay, that looks like the card there. Zealous Binding, red Overload, great card. You can buff this thing. It's got Dominate, costs 0, and if it hits, you get to go again. Great Chain, Surging Melissa. All right, let's see what do you got. What do you got, Alex? Okay,
Foil rare.
well rare. All right,
Writhing Beast Hulk.
solid. Cool. Start with the back first. We got a Tremor.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
so if you end up banishing a card with 6 or more, it gains Dominate.
great
Pretty
demon.
good. Yeah.
Ooh, I got a Herald of Judgment. My Herald pool's looking kind of wild. Ironhide Legs. And we got a Rising Solar Tide foil. Another light. I mean, our light pool's looking nuts. Especially Light Warrior. Maybe even, yeah.
I've got quite a bit of, like, these are my generics.
Yeah,
here.
your generics are looking fire.
It's nice and crazy.
Alright, we're gonna save the library, which is in this pack, which we separated from the get-go to the side. We're gonna move into the 5th pack here. Kind of good packs, but nothing crazy.
I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna
gonna switch it
play the Shadow.
You're gonna play Eclipse Existence while Ray of Light
I'm gonna
in response. And then I'll Aetherize, because I'm
That's my own
Kano.
instant.
I'm fucking Kano.
You need to balance out.
Yeah.
yeah, we need to balance here.
Shout out to the
We just had a great dinner, by the way. Italian.
Oh, so
Italian
good.
with the boys.
choice.
Good
Choice.
pizza. Those meatballs, man.
Meatballs, choice, dude. Yeah, with the cut on tile.
Definitely me.
Yeah, that's Flavor's choice. Smash Big Tree. Just let's go. Ryan Fox special. Everyone loves it. Herald of Ravages. Blue Express Lightning. Kind of an underwhelming pack here until we go into Red Belittle. I mean, everyone loves to see it.
Huge.
Everyone loves to see it. In the Blood Tribute, you know, minimal card here. Red Belittle. You know, we're moving into that that fourth spot, kind of discoloration on the back of the card. You know, speculation. Pound for pound yellow. Alex loves it. He loves getting it at the end of the game when he's got 2 life and it's dominated, and he can only block for 3. Let's go.
That's when you gotta. That's when you gotta pull out your. Trusty blinding beam.
Oh, blinding beam foil.
Oh no, it's not foil. It's just.
What just got full?
Blinding beam, blinding beam.
Non-foil.
Oh,
Non-foil blinding beam. We're getting loose. Matt's outside working on contracts with the partners.
Yeah.
We got a Stony Woodhog, you know, get you a pull on that.
I think Nike was thinking about signing us. I don't know what's still happening.
Let's go, Nike. Let's go, just do it. Brandish Red.
Great card.
Choice card chain.
Oh, so
Great
good.
and bold.
Stubby
What do you think,
hammers.
Alex? Stubby hammers.
Stubby hammers into that is
Yeah, choice. Especially off of in Bolton's great.
V for Vanguard.
Chain's great.
This V for Vanguard. This turn. Oh, I'm saying off
yeah.
the Brandish.
Yeah.
So V for Vanguard allowed for a pretty nutty turn with the Brandish to do 20 damage in one turn.
Pretty
Wow.
wild.
Pretty nuts, man. Via the Vanguard is one hell of a card.
Excellent card.
Oh, it's nuts.
Excellent card.
One hell of a card in one.
Can you do that well and sealed too? The 20 damage?
Oh
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it's via the Vanguard.
I had a unfortunate opponent earlier today that was on the receiving end of that 20 damage.
Ooh.
How much of that 20
How
damage
did
did they
it feel,
take?
Nick Murphy? Nick Murphy, how did it feel?
With the hand I had at the time, I could block 6 of them. So
Oh.
like a nice 14 to the face.
14 to
Yeah.
the face.
Just lost immediately.
Feeling great.
It's quite the turn, I must say.
Let's go.
I had a memorial ground in hand.
You were that next turn though.
Next time I was about to recycle them.
Yeah. All right, you want to dive into the spice or what? You want to go first?
No, you can go ahead.
All right, I'm going with the back card. No, I'll go
Show the
middle 2 first.
Show the equipment.
Yeah, so Battlefield Blitz blue, not bad. You know, if you charge this turn, it gets go again. It's a blue that still attacks for 3 and blocks for 3. So, you know, a lot of utility in Warrior, especially being able to pitch for 2. We'll go Blood Drop Brigade. This is a cool card for generic agreement chest. You know, if you've taken damage, right? If you've taken damage or been dealt damage, and it's combat damage, not arcane damage, you destroy, you gain a life. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, Funny Man's Tunic. I guess you could say, you know, one-use tunic.
Gain a resource.
Gain a resource, not a life. Excuse me.
Or dealt damage, correct?
Yeah, it's
Or dealt.
taken
So-
or dealt combat damage,
Correct.
attack damage.
Yeah.
Bolting.
So it's
Yeah.
so where you're headed here, right? Is you might take like a first kind of piddly attack. You can break the chest piece, and then now all of your Ironhide pieces are live. You don't have to waste a card. Not waste, but you don't have
yeah.
to use
Oh,
a
that's a
card
good
from your
point.
hand.
Yeah, that is
So
really
either
good.
player turn. Yeah.
Turns on some of that kind of interaction there.
Yeah, and sometimes like late game, you know, having a card in hand is huge, and especially when your opponent is planning out their attacks. You know, a card that swings for 3 or swings for 4 is them thinking in their head, how many cards can I strip from the opponent's hand?
Correct.
You know, am I gonna swing for 3 here, or am I gonna swing for 4? You know, because your life becomes so precious when you get low. If they can buff it to 4, you know, they think to themselves that's 2 cards. Well, you know, if they can block with 1, you know, they take the damage beforehand, right?
Right.
And then you pop these things to get a resource, and then you can block with like some two block in your hand, get that out of the way, and then block with, you know, one of the Ironhides. You know, that's pretty solid.
I mean, or just pay for the All-Star Blinding Beam.
All-Star, which could be free if you're against the show.
It's around dominate.
Nuts.
I love that
All
card.
right, I'm flipping. All right, it's a Tremor.
I love that card.
Tremor of a Wraithiel.
1 for 6 is.
It's a red, you know, so if a card has been put into your manage zone this turn, Tremor of a Wraithiel, I don't know if that's how you say it, gains +2. I mean, great card, especially in chain.
And
Chain of
Levy.
Banishing. Yeah,
One for six,
yeah.
because it's definitely, and it's even, it doesn't have to be played to be treated as 6.
Yeah.
It itself becomes 6 if a card is banished.
I think this is a legendary. Kind of
think
feels like it.
Yeah.
What do you got, Alex? You got any?
Let's see yours.
All right, there you go. Blood Tribute.
It's very similar to Legendary in a lot of ways. So.
All right, what do you got, Alex?
Ooh, I haven't seen it on the small.
Endless Maw.
No, you're thinking of Convulsions.
Hey, it's Vico Pin.
Same
All
card.
right, here it is. Come on, let's see a library, dude.
Oh, what's that?
Just flip it.
Open it.
Oh!
Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
There it is.
Let's see his face.
Yes!
Let's see his face. Get his face.
Yes!
Oh, shit.
Yeah! Last pack!
Hey, Matt, close the door.
Oh yeah.
Soul. Somebody get him a.
You got Metroid?
Got Mech Trades, bro?
God.
Wow.
Alex,
That was fire.
You want Katana?
Yeah. I
We're
mean,
fixing him up.
Alex,
No,
you
we're giving
wanna-
him the
you want a
good
35
stuff.
point hard case?
I guess.
Great card.
I think
Vestige of
$1,500.
Soul, baby.
I guess I don't need yours.
All right, let's hear your hot take on Vestige
Well,
of
you're
Soul.
gonna wanna.
You know what's hilarious about
This will hold it in a sleeve, so you can sleeve it and then put it in here.
You know what's hilarious about Vestige is so like a little embarrassed to admit. I did not know about this card before today.
Like to this moment?
No, I knew it.
Okay.
I knew it before coming here, but so
Oh, okay.
Oh,
other
sorry.
Alex, you're fine.
Yeah, you should have seen it.
So yeah, I think folks were talking about this card either this morning or last night, and I didn't know what was going on with the card, and I kept hearing, you know, the I guess relational way to kind of talk about this card is like a light tunic, right? Light tunic is what we're kind of working with.
You got 100% of it right.
It's not once per turn.
Yeah, that's what's really wild about the card.
Sick, dude. Sick pull, man. Let's see you hold it up, Alex. Let's get it still. Alex just doesn't even know what's going on. Oh, there it is. No, back it up a little. Yeah, let's get the full freeze frame in it. Yeah, baby.
That's an
Let's
epic
go.
card.
Yeah.
All right, let's bang out
Wow.
this last pack because
Do I leave
Just
it
drop
in
it in that little notch.
it's like the camera's
yeah,
down here.
Yeah.
non-glare?
In the non-glare, yeah, it'll stay in there.
It's like the camera's probably
Got
dying
extra
now.
space for it.
Camera's dying a little bit. Let's go. We still got one more pack.
Let's see this Fable.
Last
boys.
pass
Let's give me
back.
the Fabled. Oh, Alex
gosh,
got
that's
the
so
L.
good.
Sick ass L.
That is a sick
Great
card.
L. Alex is feeling good. He just woke up. He just woke up. He's feeling tired.
Hold up a little bit.
He's feeling a little under the weather. But now he's really feeling
Feeling like
good.
taking some L's.
Alright, Rip the Torment, Bounding Demigon, Fire, Boneyard Marauder, Enema Chimera Red, Enema Chimera Yellow, Express Lightning, Seek Enlightenment, Belittle Yellow. What is this pack? This pack's insane. We're gonna. Ooh, that kind of feels like it's sideways in my hand.
Feels like
Blinding Beam Red.
That's great card.
Oh my god,
Love
this
that card.
pool is just nuts. Ghostly Visit Red. This is insane. Another Zealous, whatever. This is just crazy.
This is a card that Rob was talking about earlier. Second swing, just super awesome card.
You could play second swing and do anything else. It does not have to be a weapon attack, which is
So who are you guys playing?
I'm still reeling from the legendary.
Yeah, he's loving the legendary. I mean, I'm ecstatic. I got two foil majestics and a regular majestic.
They're both playing.
And not only that, you get the full N that's generic. So it's really
Yeah, it's
Dude,
great.
my-
Great Dory.
generic pool.
I gotta say, I'm like very impressed with this generic pool
Yeah,
here.
it's a sick generic pool.
There's like tons of reds in here that are just quite wild. Quite wild.
My guess is they both play Frisbee.
Alright, well, I didn't get anything too crazy, but I got a cold foil.
What is it?
It's a blood dropper, kid.
Hey!
Hey!
Very
Let's
nice.
go.
Box!
2 cold foil box. Man.
Yeah, cold foil blood dropper, kid.
Art on that. Sick too.
Yeah, looks pretty nasty. I am happy as shit with my pool, excuse my French. my pull in this. I got 2 foil Majestics, 1 regular Majestic, and 1 cold foil Blood Drop Deckedge. My boy Alex got a Vestige of Soul. This thing's nasty. Oh man, whenever you pitch a light card, if a card has been put in your soul is turning green.
I think you're probably playing Prism.
I think I'm leaning towards the Prism.
Man, I would love to see the Fable, dude.
10, 11, 12.
Alright, what do you got, man? The battery's about to die, dude, on the cam. Let's go, heavy metal.
Let's
Flip and rip, dude. What do you got?
Flipping.
oh, for Vanguard.
V for Vanguard, just broken in warrior.
Just keeps pulling me the ball, man. Just keeps.
Alright, just flip it, dude. Is it sideways?
It's not sideways.
Alright, engulfing light. Alright, well, I mean, that was a crazy pull.
I'm pretty sure you both.
I think I was nuts. I mean, you know, just look at our pool. Look at our pools here. I mean, this is just crazy. Look at his Majestics. Look at my, my Prism pool is nuts.
You got no Majestic.
My Blinding Beam
Just
and Light looks great. My Warrior looks great.
It's fine.
Got Nourishing Emptiness.
It's
Got a
fine
Cold
for,
Foil
like,
Blood Drop Deckedge Fire.
You know,
Got what I want in
I guess
in equipment wise.
collectible standpoint, it feels kind of bad in the pool.
No.
No, I just mean like
I mean,
not
Vestige
having
of
gotten
Soul is
yeah,
pretty nuts.
yes,
I'm
right.
really happy
So, like,
with,
even
with
up the
my
power
pulls.
curve.
You don't
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
I think
These
I
are
would
really hot right here.
Yeah, I think I would probably play either Warrior
Blues are lacking a little bit.
I mean, you don't need yellows. I mean, this
or
just says
I
whenever you
would
pitch a
go
light card, you put a card in
into
your console.
probably Prism here. I mean, I just got so many
Playing Warrior.
Prism cards. That's just insane. So I'd probably play Prism. I haven't played Prism yet. I'd give Prism a go. What do you got, Alex? What do you think?
Yeah, you know, just chiming in from some of these folks here, like, what's really wild about this particular pool is like I could almost just choose any hero and just like go with this generic line of cards. Obviously, that's not what you do here. That's not the play here. But I think what it'll boil down to is, you know, what Nick and Matt talked about earlier on, which is kind of counting where your cards are and just trying to go off of that. I think I have, based on this kind of generic thing here, I think I can really go through any strategy that that these heroes want to do.
Dude, because I just counted, you have 9 generic
Yeah,
rats.
really
I mean,
wild.
that's huge.
Really wild.
And that's going to do it for this video. Thanks so much to Deckedge. Thank you guys for watching the video as well. We had a blast doing our at-home Monarch sealed pre-release sponsored by Deckedge. So go check out that website, deckedge.com, and also check out that Patreon for some excellent product priced for the players. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers.